Greetings and salutations again. We are back. This is part 2 on the session of the North American Bishops Congress. I do want to say this past May, it was a very historical moment here in the God bless city of Memphis, Tennessee. We all, a group of bishops from across the United States, signed its proclamation making it official that the North American Bishop Congress does exist. Many faiths have joined this Congress. Many leaders have become a part of it for the unity for the church, for communication, not just a sounding board, but a board of education, episcopates learning, and learning together on one accord. Many of us come from different liturgies, different backgrounds, different types of liturgies, different things that's going forth within our own jurisdictions. And we really honor each of those bishops, archbishops, elects that's part of the North American Bishops Congress. But we're primarily there for the unity of the church. This North American Bishops Congress is growing by leaps and bounds. It's bringing an unprecedented appeal to those that are in the episcopacy. How I see it is when you see bishops, you see bishops. You don't see African American bishops. You don't see Caucasian bishops. You don't see Indian bishops. You don't see African bishops, but you see bishops. We look at the bishop as one of the highest orders as a cleric in the household of faith. And we want to make sure that each of these particular leaders learn how to work with one another, as well as sharing the different practices that they may be so accustomed to, whether they're from different rites. Some of us out here call them Eastern rites or Western rites, or they may come from more of the tradition of Pentecostalism, word expression churches. But we want people to be able to stand toe-to-toe with one another if they are episcopates. In our preview of the North American Bishops Congress, if you go to www.bishops.congress.info, I-N-F-O, I think I made a mistake. Let me backtrack. I'm saying info, and it's not info. It's North American Bishops with an S, Congress.webs, webs.com. Again, that's www.bishops.congress.webs.com. Go to that site, and in that particular area, it'll be able to bring you up to speed on what's going on within the North American Bishops Congress. It has our statement of faith so craftily put on it. It has things that we believe. Our statement of faith is on there. Various pieces. We try not to isolate nothing. We want to make sure that those that venture to this site get an opportunity to take a look at what the North American Congress is about and our reach, not just in the United States, but abroad as well. We have some of the best leaders across the country that's part of this North American Bishops Congress. We have a great nuncio that's right now in Africa. He's doing a 10-country tour right now. It's none other than Archbishop Clarence Davis, and he's our nuncio for Africa and some U.S. territories. We got some great leaders that's functioning in the educational venue. We have a great chairman of education. That's none other than His Eminence, the Metropolitan Archbishop of the Orthodox Catholic Church. And we're excited about having the Metropolitan Leland Lanoy to head up that particular venue. We got other leaders that's heading up the African Orthodox faith. That's none other than Archbishop Cedric Scalarius. He's a great leader in his own right. He hails out of the great state of California. We got many others. We have Archbishop Dominic Martin, Bishop-elect Joseph Miller. We have great leadership, great membership, great things are happening in the North American Bishops Congress. This is not a gathering just for bishops to come out and have coffee and chit-chat. It's a gathering of episcopates coming together as the early church fathers did in the early church to talk and to train young episcopates and clergy how to continue the unfinished work. Something that's not just driven based on just coming together, but we see it's a void out there in Christendom And we want to make a difference as experienced leaders, as episcopates, to be able to come together and work together. This particular North American Bishops' Congress is not a male club only. Women in the episcopacy are invited from your different faiths, your different jurisdictions, and you will have a seat at the table. We want you all to come, be a part, bring your experience, bring your information, that we may make a difference in North America, its adjacent countries, Canada, the adjacent countries that's attached, Guam, Puerto Rico, the Cayman Islands, Barbados, all the Caribbeans, all the areas that's adjacent to the North America surroundings, as well as our brethren and our sisters that's in the episcopacy that are coming from other countries. We do have full membership in our North American Bishops' Congress. Go to the site. The application is simple. You can drop it down and fill out and email that application back to the U.S. headquarters here in the U.S., and that you may officially get your certificate and become a full-fledged member of the North American Bishops' Congress. Bishops, we want to work together. We want to learn from one another. We need to bridge the divide that's out there. And the only way to do it is to come together at the table and to be able to share information that's key. The Lord be with you. This is our prayer. This is part 2 of the North American Bishops' Congress from the President of the Congress. The Lord be with you.